Good day. My name is Grand Chief Ken Kyikavichik of the Gwich'in Tribal Council. Well, the latest update on our Gwich'in government file is we have had 3 main table sessions now with Canada and the government of the Northwest Territories. And the focus of the discussion has been on the update of the Rolling Draft Agreement in Principle, or AIP as we know it. So we've discussed a variety of issues, not the least of which is governance. However, one of the major pieces that we've done is look at the what is known as the core jurisdictions or priority jurisdictions. And we've looked to tier that with what we know as secondary jurisdictions. As one could gather with areas like Gwich'in government, there are a multitude of jurisdictions and powers that you do look to acquire over time. And so we've really looked at those areas to see what made sense in the interim and then how we could branch that out over time. The areas we factored or looked into specifically over this past quarter has been on governance and ensuring that we have a level of discussion happening on what governance will look like at both a community and a regional level. And then with that is funding, is understanding what funding may be required. And a key item for us within the Gwich'in Nation is one of taxation and the fact that we look to protect some of the tax exemptions that we have available to us for those that are status Indians under the section, or what is known as Section 87 of the Indian Act. So looking to preserve those into the future and trying to utilize that to unlock some economic opportunities for our communities and people has been a key objective of the negotiation thus far, while also re-looking at just the sequence of how we look to assume the powers and jurisdictions of largely the territorial government in the Gwich'in settlement area. Well, over the next quarter, the Gwich'in government team will be working to continue the finalization of a draft AIP for presentation at our August annual General Assembly for the Gwich'in Tribal Council. We will also be looking to conduct some planning and working with our designated Gwich'in organizations and band councils at a community level, particularly with Gwich'in and Tedlajé, for the commemoration of the 100th year signing of Treaty 11. So Treaty 11 was signed in 1921 by leadership of the Tedlit Gwich'in and the Gwich'in, and it will be critical that we look to commemorate that very historical period of our history, and a milestone, some would call. And we would look to commemorate that and remember the reasons why that document was signed, which was effectively a peace and friendship treaty between the Gwich'in and the Government of Canada, or the Crown as it was known at the time, and still is known at the time, or still is known today. And we would look to reenact aspects of what transpired in late July of 1921, such that we use it as an educational opportunity for our community members, our young people, to understand the significance of such an important document to our people. We have submitted an annual work plan for the Gwich'in government process that will focus on communications. So working to get door to door. With COVID-19 right now and the global pandemic that we're faced with, public gatherings are limited, such that we will have to limit any community public meetings that we can have. So it will require us to do more of a door-to-door campaign, social media. That is going to be our focus over the next period of time to get the word out just on the model of Gwich'in government, what it looks like, what some of the key issues may be, and allow for an opportunity for our people to review aspects of the Agreement in Principle, the AIP, and just what we're after in terms of a final agreement, which is a number of years into the future. Now, I'd just like to flag for our participants to keep posted for our new quarterly news magazine that we're going to be issuing, outlining and providing periodic updates on just our progress with Gwich'in government. We will also be providing opportunities for people to understand just what aspects of that agreement may look like and seeking their feedback and input into the process such that there are no surprises with a potential agreement, that people are aware. We are consulting with our people on just what this may mean for us as communities, as participants, and capturing and trying to incorporate that feedback that we're receiving such that we have a Gwich'in government agreement that is reflective of the self-determination aspirations of the Gwich'in people as a whole.